Hi everyone, it's Caroline here. I'm not sure if you've seen all the new Imala Christmas Collection. I think more or less everyone in the group has seen it. But if you do follow me and you've not seen the adverts for this collection, I'll just show you what I've got. The Carley has brought out her first Christmas collection, and it is absolutely stunning. She's done 5 stencils and 4 stamps. I've got 4 stencils, but I'll show you what I've got. This one is called Falling Snow. And if I pop that on a dark background, you can see. Can you see that? And I'm going to show you today what I'm going to be doing with that one. And then there's the Pretty Poinsettia, which I absolutely love. And again, that is that one. And I'm going to be showing how I make this very glittery card with that today. That's that one. And then there's the snowflake, which is called Stunning Snowflake. And this one is absolutely fantastic for doing your backgrounds. You can just do the middle of the snowflake, or you can do corner bits. Oh, it's absolutely wonderful. It's wonderful. Good thing to have in your stash for Christmas. The next one is called Gorgeous Snowflake, and that is that one. And again, you've got a fantastic snowflake in the middle and all these little designs as well within the snowflakes. It's brilliant. If you go on to the Create and Craft, and sometimes they have the rewind that you can watch the show, and it was on the 29th of July, which was the Friday, at 3 PM and 7 PM, but you can get the rewind for the show. It is worth watching because it was absolutely a brilliant show. And this is one of the stamps. It's called Time to Sparkle. As you can see, they are big stamps. Can you see? With the 3 sentiments: don't get your tinsel in a tangle, which is brilliant, and Merry Christmas, and this is your year to sparkle. If you go on our Facebook groups, which is the Crafty Army with Carley and the Eureka fan club group, you could see all the inspiration on there that the design team have made, and they are wonderful. The other one is called Naughty or Nice, and these two are brilliant. As you can see, you get 2 big stamps, and I'm going to be using this one today on my tutorial, but they're lovely. The other one is called Festive Day, and you get the house and you get the falling snow, and as you can see, it's quite big. And in the house, there's it's a brilliant design, because you can sort of use half the house if you want on half a card, or you can use different parts of it. And of course, with the falling snow, you can use this on cardstock or vellum, and make some wonderful cards with that. I'll be doing some more tutorials with that. And last but not least, this cute set called Dear Santa with the cat and the dog. And how gorgeous are those? Again, look at the size of these stamps. And you get your Dalmatian here with his Santa hat on, and the cat with its Santa hat on. So if you have pets yourself and you want to send cards out with a cat or a dog on to say Merry Christmas, or if you're sending to friends who have cats or dogs, you know, it makes really lovely cards, doesn't it? And you know, sort of personalise. It's lovely. They make brilliant cards. Right, okay. What we're going to be doing today is I'm going to show you how I achieved this. Don't know if you can see that sparkling on there, but I use a texture over it. And for this, I use the Izink Pearly. And all of these things, the stamps and the inks and the textures, you can get them all on the How to Craft network with Stamps by Me. And they're all available on there. Right. The card I'm using here is a 6.5 by 6.5. And I'm going to pop my stencil over that. I'm going to tape that down. I had my grandson here yesterday, and of course half my stuff is missing. He's a big crafter, he loves crafting, so I don't mind. We have some fun. We have lots of fun. Okay, so what I do is I squeeze out some of this gorgeous silver pearly ink. Can you see? It's quite thick, isn't it? And all I do is I scrape it along like that. And fill in all the spaces and then get it nice and smooth. Scrape it down. You can buy these quite cheaply, these palette knives. You can get these anywhere. I love these Izinks, they're so versatile, and quite a lot of them you can paint on fabric with as well. As long as you heat seal them, you're fine. Okay, just wipe that clean. Put the lid back on there. And then just lift it off. As you can see, you've got your design underneath. Now what I do now is I put some silver glitter, over the top, like that. And then tap it down. There you've got your very glittery background. It's brilliant, isn't it? Okay, I'll pop that to one side. Just put my glitter back in its bag. For one of the samples I did for the show, I used this blue, this fabulous blue in the Izink Pearly, and it's called Bleu Electrique. Obviously these are from France, so it's in French. Bleu Electrique Indigo, and it is a gorgeous blue. I'll just show you a bit. just show you a bit of this. I have to say, I think this is my favourite one. It's really pearly. Beautiful, beautiful pearl effect. I'm going to be doing a lot of my Christmas cards with this year. And the glittery silvery one. And the red glitter. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Beautiful. I'm so in love with these stencils, I really am. I cannot stop playing with them. And that's always a good sign. A sign of a good stencil, when you can't stop playing with them. And stamps. When you've used the Izink Pearly, do give your stencils a quick wipe after, just to get the excess off. And then I wash mine in warm soapy water and the whole lot comes off. It's brilliant. Really, really good. Okay, that's my hands clean. Right. Okay, that's that one done. And before I start on making the card, I just really wanted to show you this red as well, the Pretty Poinsettia, because it really is lovely to make. So I've used a 5x7 card here. And again, just tape down your stencil. I normally use the 6-2 low tack tape, which is very good. This is just a bit of masking tape that I've got. Now for this, I'm going to use the Izink Diamond, and this is the Rouge, which is a fabulous red. It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So again, squeeze it on. And scrape it over. It's a fabulous, really is a Christmassy red, this. You can hear the glitter scraping, can't you? That scraping noise is the glitter in it. This is so easy to do, isn't it? You know, when you see somebody else doing it and you think, oh crikey, that looks easy. And it is easy. Okay. Oh, I'll put the lid on. Don't want that drying out, it's too precious. And then lift your stencil off. Just look at that. Look at that. How fabulous. Just wipe my fingers. And again, if you want to, you can leave it like that, and it does have a lovely glitter to it. But I had a little bit of extra. I do love my glitter, so I just pop a little bit of extra glitter over, a bit of red glitter. I used to glitter glasses, wine glasses, and bottles of wine and champagne, that sort of thing. So I have a big stash of fine glitter, but any glitter you've got in your stash will do. It's good to find a good red glitter. But I don't know if you can see that on there, how it glitters. Ooh, how beautiful is that? People get a Christmas card like this, they're just going to be shocked. That's how beautiful it is. Right, to pop that away. We're having a bit of a mixed summer, aren't we? Up north, it's here, it's cold and rain, and I think it's vest time back on again. And then down south, they're getting all the hot weather and droughts. It's very, very mixed. Very mixed. Okay. Piece of paper. Put that on there. Just going to wipe the excess off again. I don't want it to dry on too hard. And again, nice hot soapy water, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine with your stencils. I just put fairy liquid in, and it's when you're good to go. Good to go. Just get a wipe from my fingers. Sometimes I feel like the glitter fairy. I have that much glitter all over me and all over my craft room. But I'm sure you are exactly the same. Okay. Now, this is one I did earlier, like I showed you, and let it dry. I do recommend that when you've done these, let it dry overnight. Just don't touch it, just leave it and let it dry flat overnight, and it comes out lovely like that. It's not bent or anything, so that will stick on there. And I'm going to put one of the Naughty or Nice ladies on here, so I'm going to colour her now, and let's do her in a nice Christmassy. When I stamped her, I used the VersaFine Claire Morning Mist. And it's just not as dark as doing it with black. It's a more gentle colour and nicer for colouring over afterwards. I'm using the Spectrum Noir Tri-Blend for the skin tone. I use the middle bit first for the face. This is drying out somewhat. I wish they sold these separately rather than in the whole set. Leave the cheek area light, darker under the eyes and around the side of the hair, and then into where the cheek area would be, and under the chin and under the nose. Again, the end one, which is a little bit darker. And don't worry if it looks too dark, because with them being alcohol, they do lighten. And you'll see that. I'll use my lightest one at the end now just to blend it in. That's what I do love about these Spectrum Noir ones, the Tri-Blends. They blend absolutely brilliant. Okay, and for the jumper and the hat, I'm going to do them a Christmas red. And for that, I'm using the Gossip markers. These markers from Stamps by Me, which are lovely to work with. I'm going to use the Vivid Red first to do a hat. So we're going traditional. Some of the ones I've done in pale blue or a turquoisey blue, and they're nice as well. But for this, we're going to go traditional. Proper Santa colours. Colour over the black or whatever you stamped it with. Same with the jumper. Yes, if you come on the groups, you'll get loads of inspiration. I will put links in for everything, for the stamps, the stencils, and all the products I use. I'll put links below where it says more. Just click on more, and everything I've used you'll see in there. Feel free to subscribe too, and then you don't miss any tutorials, especially if you bought some of these Imala products. And of course, on the Crafty Army with Carley, Carley herself does tutorials, and sometimes on a Wednesday she'll do a live, and she gives some fantastic inspiration. She's such a good artist. Okay, and now I'm going to use it's called Red Wine, so it's a darker one, but it's good for shading. Don't be alarmed at it being very dark. Because like I say, they're alcohol markers and they do lighten, and I'm going to blend with the lighter one again in a minute. So I'll blend over that. So you can see how you've got shading around where the jumper, around her hair, and around there. Her lips, I think, nice rosy pink. A nice pink. She's got her lippy on, hasn't she? Why not? Why the devil not? Okay, and her eyelashes, I'm going to use a number 8 that I've got in the black pigment liner. It's water-based, water-resistant. Water-based, water-resistant. And do her eyelashes. Luscious eyelashes, aren't those gorgeous? Mine used to be like that. I remember when I first met my husband and we went on a date, and he asked me and he says, "Are you wearing false eyelashes?" No. Needless to say, yes, I did go on another date with him. But he had very long eyelashes too. So I said, "No, are you wearing long eyelashes? Are you wearing false eyelashes?" So I'm using this Izink Pearly. It's called Argent Pewter, And I'm going to do a hair in like a silvery grey. Which I think looks nice. It's one of these things sometimes when you're doing things that you can't see it as much on photographs. It just doesn't do it justice on camera or a photo. But when you see it in real life, it's lovely. I'm going over the black because that shading is done for you within the stamp. So you've no shading to do on there. And what I'm going to do, let's get me water, is I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of silver glitter over it. You know, it's time to sparkle, as it says. Time to sparkle. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. Yay. Now for the hat and the pom-pom, I'm going to use the Izink texture, and this is called Flaky. And these are, if you've been on the Create and Craft yesterday with the show, they had 4 of these on offer, a fantastic deal, £30 something for 4 of them, and you've got all the different textures that you can get. But for this I'm going to use the Flaky. But first I'm going to pop some foam pads on the back of her, because once the flaky texture's on, unless you leave it overnight to dry, it will flatten if you put it over on its back, on its front, should I say. So that's ready to just take off and pop down. Right, let's do this. I'm going to use a brush for this. It's easier with a brush. So if you can see that. Now what I do is I pop it on. I've got an old acrylic block and I just pop some on there. I need to get some more of this. I use it such a lot. And if you get this, you will use it for a lot of your projects for Christmas. Because it really does look like either snow or like this, a fluffy hat, or the fur on the hat. It does go a long way as this. It lasts a long time. Unless you're obviously doing a lot of cards for selling, but again, you do get a lot in these sachets. The recycled sachets, they're from recycled from baby food packs. So that's why you've got the nozzle on the end here and a little hanging hook. So good for the environment too. As well as giving us crafters some fun. I'll just go up there with the end of my thing to show where the top of the hat is. And a nice big pom-pom on the end, like Santa has. Look at that texture. Fabulous, isn't it? Right, I'll give that a wipe. And then I'm going to sprinkle with some glitter. I just use a bit of the Paper Mania glitter on this, which is, you know, not too heavy a glitter. Can you see that? Get my black card. Oops. My light is shining too bright on there. That might be better. She's lovely, isn't she? She really is. Okay. I've spilt some of my glitter, but I'll clean that up later. Nothing is wasted. Nothing is wasted. Okay, let's get this card together. So the card I've done is a 7x7. It's a 7x7 card. Make sure you've got your stamped inside and you've got it the right way up. Oops. And then just add a bit of glue around. There's glitter everywhere. And then pop that central there on your card. That's it. And I take my foam pads off. What would we do without our foam pads, eh? Then you place it down in the corner, just level with the bottom of the card and the corner of the card, and pop her down like that. That's it. You see? Lush, isn't it? It really is lush. And I have some snowflakes that my grandson made for me yesterday. He cut them all out and he glittered them all. So that kept him very occupied for the day. So just stick those on. And it looks like she's kissing a snowflake as it's landing. That one up there. Add as many as you want. Like that. Put my light on. And that's that card finished. A beautiful Christmas card, and you can put a Merry Christmas across here if you wish. I got some from I think it was The Works. Yeah, The Works, I think. And you can put a Merry Christmas on like that, which is nice, isn't it? Gorgeous Christmas card. Right, I think I've time for another to just show you this poinsettia one. And what I did is I bought some cards that have got an aperture out, and get rid of some of this glitter. like this. And it has an aperture out of the middle. I actually got these from a craft shop in Llandudno when I was on holiday. There's a big craft shop there, it's massive. I absolutely got lost in there. I left my husband waiting for me. When I went back, he said, "Where have you been?" So I'd been in the craft shop. So he said, "Oh yeah, well that makes sense." So what I do is once I've done, once this has dried, I pop it, I glue that down inside like that, and then glue that to the back. And as you can see, it makes a gorgeous card once that's all glued down. And it's got the aperture. I did a red frame around it as well, and a sentiment on the bottom on the one I did for the show. If you go on the show, you'll be able to see it, or if you come on the groups, you'll see the one I did. But that's how I did it. I used an aperture card, and that's how I placed it in. I just placed it in there, and that was the 5x7 I did. This card with the aperture is, it's about 5 3/4 by 8 1/4. So it's a bit of a different size, but we got the envelopes with them, so it didn't matter really what it was, and you can make inside to fit. And again, you can do that with your with any of the stencil you use. I did it with the snowflake ones and the falling snow one, and it does make a beautiful card. So it's lovely to go and find the aperture cards and see what you can do. Well, that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a thumbs up so that I know that you've liked it. And if you come into the groups, I will enjoy seeing what you make. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.